Hey, how you doing? My name is Sensei Gerald Rivera, and I want to thank you for coming to my Go Get Funding page. I've been getting a lot of emails and a lot of texts about my school, the Mushindo Samurai Academy, and what I'm actually teaching there. And I would like to say that my school was founded on a simple belief system that I have, that when we were born, we were so connected to the universe that we didn't know anything about fear, doubt, or disbelief in any of our desires. So when you were young, I'm pretty sure you had a desire, whether it was to be a singer, whether it was to be an actor, painter, fireman, policeman. And you, at that moment, when you were a child, you could not fathom not being that. You woke up, you thought about it. You went to bed, you thought about it. You actually dreamed it. It was such a desire. But what happened? Somewhere along the lines, people kept telling you, think realistically. Or your peers kind of joked at you about it, or you tried to pursue it and you kind of messed up a little bit and gave up on it when it just took a little tweaking. What happened was every time somebody said think realistically, it brought you further away from the universe, the power of the universe. Every time somebody laughed at you, it diminished your belief in the achievement of that desire, to the point where you actually succumb to the belief system of go to school, get a good job, and work for somebody else, make them rich, and just put your desires to the back burner. My school is dedicated to bringing you back to that desire of fulfillment, of absolute knowing that you first deserve what you want and really where that desire came from. On a very basic level, our foundation, what makes us, is the exact same energy that is part of the unlimited universe. So, with that being said, if we are part of such a big entity, we are so part, the same essence that dwells within us is part of the unlimited universe, how then can we live in lack? How then can we live in not fulfilling our own desires? My school is teaching three principles. One is alchemy. In case you don't know what alchemy is, it was a thing where chemists used to turn lead into gold. The premise is change for the better. You can actually, I guess, figure out or understand it better if I say, if you have lemons, you go ahead and make lemonade. So you take a bad situation and make it the way you want to, so that you enjoy it better and so that it's the way you want it to be. The second principle that we teach is New Thought Technology. Now, New Thought Technology means law of attraction. Law of attraction, broken down in the simplest form, is like attracts like. So if you're thinking of being broke, if you're thinking about I need more money, if you're thinking about my car doesn't work, if you're thinking about my marriage isn't right, or anything negative, those are the kind of things you're bringing back into your life. However, if you were to think of prosperity, if you were to think of driving that brand new car, if you were to think of getting a better health, if you were to think of just my marriage is great, I love my woman, I love my man, my children are fantastic, if you keep speaking that, if you keep living that, if you keep on saying and acting as if those things are your reality, those eventually will be your reality. And it takes a while for somebody to switch. But I feel that the third one is the most important, because you can know alchemy and you can know New Thought Technology, but unless you have the warrior spirit to be a fighter for what you want, it's going to be that much harder. And I realized, and in being a life coach, the majority of the students that actually excelled in this life-changing experience were students that actually had a partner that did it with them. So I think martial arts and being a martial arts school, becoming a family of people that feel the same desire, that want the same things out of life, and will help you do the same thing by keeping you on track. So when you're at school together, when I'm teaching Aiki Jujitsu, it's not so much the physical act, it's not so much the learning to defend yourself, it's the development of your inner divinity. And I think that once you achieve that, anything and everything is possible because you're coming from a place of it's already done. I am rich. You guys just have to understand it. And what happens is when you have that attitude and you have that mindset, the universe puts things in your path so that that can happen, so that that can be the reality. And these are the things that I want to teach in my martial arts school. That's why I named the school the Mushindo Samurai Academy. Mushin means no mind. You should give no mind to what should happen in the future or what happened in the past, because the past is what made you today. And if you live in the present moment and just do and feel and live and act as the person you really want to be, you will eventually become that person. And that's going to be my school. And if you're interested in funding, and I really hope you are, and if you believe in the system that I want to teach, please donate what you can. There's a bunch of stuff listed on the side of stuff that I'm going to offer, whether it's 3 months free class or putting your business on my website, or putting yourself on my website, having a plaque with your name on it inside the martial arts school. I mean, whatever you want. I really feel this is something that's needed. I really feel that if I get a lot of youth in there and give them this kind of ideology, imagine the kind of adults they'll be. Imagine the beauty that they would release into the world because they have that authority, because they're warriors, you know? And I'm smiling because I just love what I do. And I love seeing the transformation from somebody who doesn't feel that they deserve something to somebody who all of a sudden has everything that they want and love who they are. That's what I really want. I want people to fall back in love with themselves. And from that moment on, have this fantastic life for themselves, for their kids, for their friends, for anybody who sees them, sees this great person, sees the universal unlimitedness in them. Again, I could go on for days about the happiness, the joy that I get by teaching this, but it starts from funding, and so that's why I'm here. Again, if you like what you're listening to, please fund, donate to make this a reality. I really appreciate you. I want to thank you, and have a blessed day.